Right, recording this a little bit late. Um, just heads up for the final and the third place playoffs. I don't think there is actually going to be a video or not because I'm actually away for the final and third place playoff. So this might be the last video I make on the World Cup for a bit until I'm back. Maybe, I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, I just want to say I'm a prediction genius because back on the 6th of June, I predicted a Spain-Argentina final. I also predicted that France would be in the third place playoff. As you can see here, this is the semi-final versus France and Spain. I predicted Spain to win. I saw this originally. I don't know why I kept altering my results. But anyway, original prediction wasn't spot on, but the fact that I've got 3 out of the 4 teams correct, with 3 of them in the correct positions, roughly. Morocco was the other team, by the way. They didn't make it that far, but anyway, yeah, there we go. Just thought I'd gloat a little at my genius predictions, and also I didn't realize I'm wearing the same fucking Jamaica jersey, and that's mad. Anyway, France versus Spain. The dictator Mbappe did not show up at all, did he? I'm shocked by this result. Now, I suppose my original predictions proved that that's not a shock, but based on how the two sides were playing, I'm shocked. Like, we can have a look here, and in terms of shots, yeah, it's relatively even. I think Spain, or sorry, not Spain, France had more shots towards the end, which you kind of expect, especially when you're losing, desperate to stay in a tournament. The shots on target was very low. Like, you can tell just from the amount of shots that they were wild shots from both sides, or blocks at least. Possession was relatively even, which you assume Spain would have given up a little bit of possession towards the end. Passes relatively similar as well. I'm actually surprised. I thought Spain would have had a lot more than they did. Like, this was a very even game, except for the scoreline. Like, I suppose more corners for France, but I'm not actually sure when the corners came in. I don't really pay attention to how many corners there are in games. Luca Digne is not looking or over his shoulder for Yamal and just kicks the ball. Now, of course, he misses the ball entirely. Don't know fucking how. I think Yamal gets there first. Then he taps Yamal on the hip. Just a little tap with his toe. Yamal goes over. It's not enough to knock a player over. Like, it's technically a bit of simulation, but there is contact, and you kind of have to give the penalty for it based on the rules and the laws of the game. But I wouldn't have fallen over. But if you don't fall over, you don't get the penalty. So I can understand Yamal there. Ball goes and puts it in the net. I'm surprised Yamal didn't take it. But I suppose they're trying to get Ball to... He's probably Mr. Reliable for Spain at the moment up top. So very well done to him. Saliba then gets injured. One of France's main defenders. Arguably their best defender. And they put in Lacroix from Crystal Palace. He was not ready. I even thought they could have put on like one of the other Hernandez. Maybe one of the Hernandez at centre back, maybe. But no, they didn't do that. Going into the second half, Pedro Porro scores a brilliant goal. An assist from Olmo was what made it absolutely brilliant, and the finish from Porro was tidy. And at that point, you kind of just knew Spain were winning this and France were out. It was a brilliant finish, and well done to them. And there you go. That was it. That was the game. Not a good performance from France at all. Like, a lot of their players were woeful. I'm surprised Dembele didn't start. Desiree Doué didn't play. I think that was a bit of a shock. Spain, on the other hand, were very good. Porro, good finish. Kubarsi was decent. Rodri ran the show. Almost brilliant assist for Pedro Porro, and then Oyarzabal obviously gets the penalty. Yamal, very quiet, considering he was chatting. I'm just going to look to see, could France have put on any other centre-back other than Lacroix? No, I mean, I was thinking Lucas Hernandez probably could have gone at centre-back, but... Okay, yeah, I can understand why, but I mean, France had so many defenders. You know, they could have done with Laporte today. They really could have done with Laporte, but alas, he was never picked by Didier Deschamps. Anyway, in the other game, this was heart and mouth for me anyway, because I've got Argentina on the last man standing, so I kind of needed them to win. And plus, regardless of if I had them or not, I would be rooting for them in this game against England, because of course I would. Half time 0-0, very boring. Nothing really happens. And then Anthony Gordon, the 55th minute, goes and scores, and that is disaster for me. I saw that happening, and I couldn't have England in a final, not again. They were getting a bit too close under Southgate at times, so I had to call upon some supernatural powers here to get Argentina through with another comeback win, a late comeback win. Messi gets an assist for Enzo Fernandez, who previously had launched it from range a few times, and then this time it actually manages to go in. So well done to Enzo for that. He equalises, brilliant goal. Dinosaur Arms Pickford couldn't quite get there. And then Messi sets up Lautaro Martinez for the winner in the 92nd minute. Brilliant floated ball into Lautaro's head, make it 2-1 and end the game. But England in this game, they lost this themselves. Like, it was a rough game. There was tackles flying in everywhere. The ref wasn't really too bothered by any of them. But they set back. They went 1-0 up, and then from the 55th minute onwards, they had 12% possession. They completely just decided they were anti-football and just sit back. Negative football, which I'm pretty sure is what they could criticise Southgate of. They went narrow and just crowded the box. They gave space on the wings for Messi, for overlaps from the fullbacks. They sat back very deep so that the Argentinian midfield could just sit outside the box and just pop crosses in, passes, shots, whatever they wanted. The second goal epitomises the problem that caused for England, where I think it was McAllister hits the post with a range shot, or maybe it was a cross or whatever. The ball comes out over towards where Messi is, and he's chasing down after. Nico O'Reilly is strolling out. See, Nico O'Reilly came on as a sub. He's strolling out towards the ball. He's not even putting pressure on it. It's another player, I think it was Bellingham, that came out putting pressure eventually. But by that point, once the pressure started, it was too late. Messi already released the ball from his foot onto Lautaro Martinez's head. So England cost themselves this game, and they go into a third place playoff against France now because of their incompetence. Who do I think is going to win this game here? Both sides are going to be dejected, but I can't see dictator Mbappe coming fourth in a World Cup. He's come first. He's come second. Now he's going to come third. 3 World Cups and you finish inside the top 3 every time. It's very impressive. So I'm going to give this one to France. What prediction am I going to say? I don't think it's going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be dejected, jaded, bored, miserable. I'm going to say 2-0 France. I'm going to say Barcola and Mbappe will score. I'll be watching it though, of course. The final now, again, I predicted France in the final, or in the third place playoff as the home side. And I predicted the home and away sides here correct as well. I predicted Spain and Argentina. This game here, I don't know. I've been thinking about this for the last few days. Trying to think, what do I think a scoreline would be. Now, this before I knew Argentina were going to be in the final. I don't think Argentina is going to be great, but I do think this is going to be it's not going to be cagey. I think both sides are going to go for it. It's not going to be like the third place playoff. Maybe I'll get these games wrong to actually swapped around. The final will be more cagey than the third place playoff, but I think we're going to see an early goal in this game within the first 10 minutes. I'm trying to think logically about this, and Argentina tend to go behind an awful lot. So that's where I want to think Spain are going to score first. However, I'm going to say Argentina go 1-0 up in the first 10 minutes. Spain are going to pass. That's what they do. It's going to be half-time, 1-0 Argentina. Second half starts. Spain will score in the 55th minute, 1-1. I then think they're going to score quite soon after in the 58th minute, make it 2-1. Goal scorers, I couldn't tell you. Messi will score in this game. Messi will also assist in this game, spoiler alert. I don't know if Yamal will show up or not. Apparently Yamal skipped training today. I don't know if that's just tactics, whatever the fuck they're trying to do. I don't know if he'll play. If he plays, he might get an assist, but I can't see him scoring. I then think once Argentina go behind, Spain will keep the hold of the ball a lot more than they did against France. But eventually they'll end up giving it up for the last 10 minutes of the match. I mean, from 85 minutes onwards, because there's going to be a bit of extra time in this game as well. A bit irregular amounts of extra time. Or injury time, whatever you call it. I then think eventually in the 97th minute, we're going to have an equaliser from Argentina. It'll be, McAllister will score an equaliser. You know, he's running, crashing into the box, scores a nice little header. 2-2. Literally one of the last kicks of the game to bring it to extra time. I then think we're going to see 111 minute. We're going to see a goal. Now, I do think the scoreline is going to be 3-2. Guaranteed 3-2. It's just who's it going to be for. I previously said Spain. My head's saying Spain. My wallet and the bias that comes from that is saying Argentina. Based on what we've seen in this tournament so far, Argentina win when they're losing. They manage to they find a way. Spain, they haven't really had much of a test. Belgium pushed them a lot more than I think they should have. France, they walked over, and France were one of the favourites for the tournament. Even I was thinking that they'd end up winning with the way that they were playing. I'm going to say Messi wins it. I'm going to just say Messi wins this. I can't look past the fact that they've come back from behind so many times. Yet again, it's another change to my prediction. But I just can't look past it. We'll find out. It's going to be a fun time anyway. As long as I get a decent sleep the night before.